not when you're in cover or when this particular scenario happens. It'd be cool if you could just be running around playing the game and you could just slow up time whenever you want. So that's something else about the bullet time that's I don't like that you can't do in this game. Because in Fear, you can slow down time whenever you're ready. Like Max Payne, slow down time whenever you're ready. They should have had that same ability in here. Now, you got some cool unlockables in this game, such as unlimited ammo, being able to use different characters, and also the story. The story is crazy because it takes place, you know, after Wanted the movie. So it's basically a continuation on what the movie provided you. So that right there is cool and stuff like that. It's really cool. You know, so overall I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. This part is crazy. A 7.5 out of 10 because the graphics was decent, the gameplay could have been a lot better, and the variety should have been more. Anyway, back to the Hip Hop Gamer Show. Peace. Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. You know how I do. But I'm a little pissed off right now, man. My man Joe. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, where you get that belt from, man?
I got that belt because I did Army of 2.
Oh,
but now I want you to have the belt.
Oh, I get my belt back.
That's right, that's right. You get your belt back.
Yo, Joe, what's going on, baby?
What's going on?
Yo, you showed me Army of 2. I seen this before, but now playing it again, it seems a bit like you guys did some serious updating. The controls feel a lot tighter, which is very important. And it was already good on part 1, but you just tweaked it that much more, so it's really good. But also, you came with a surprise. A portable surprise. Tell us about Army of 2, but on the PSP first. What's up with that, man?
Sure. Well, Army of 2 on the PSP, we want to give the gamers the possibility to play co-op, but on the road, right?
Yeah.
So we took what made the game on console popular, like the heart of the console, and we put it in onto the PSP. So all the co-op moves are there, all the great moves that you do with your partners are there, and you get to play everything while you're on the move. So you don't have to stay home. If you're traveling, if you're in the bus, if you're somewhere where there's a lot of movement, you want to play co-op, you got the choice now.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I played the PSP version just now, and trust me, I know it's difficult going from PS3 to PSP because of the lack of 2 analog sticks. It doesn't matter, dog. These guys did something amazing with the controls. Like with each button, you know, X circle, square, triangle, you can shoot. Like each button is for shooting. And if you hold 2 buttons, it does diagonal. And when you move it around, it's still shooting at the person. So it has like an auto targeting there in a way. So it makes the game that much more fun to play. It's incredible, man. Now, also, will this game be like when this game come out? You said that's coming out at the same time as the console version. Will there be some things you could unlock in the console version if you play through the PSP?
Yeah, we wanted to try to do something like this, but we figured more of the energy is important into having things that you can unlock while you're playing the game.
Oh, smart. That's even
there's a whole bunch of surprises. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but there's a lot of cool surprises you get as you proceed through the game.
All right. Now, one surprise, dude, you told me about was something dealing with the mask, meaning that you can go where to create the mask and it'll be in the game. Can you tell us a little bit about that customization?
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing about the mask is it's on the 360 and the PS3 version only.
Okay,
but
cool.
It's still killer because don't forget the mask on the PSP is that big.
Yeah, I know.
You're not going to see it.
You ain't going to see it anyway.
But on PS3 and 360, if you go onto armyof2.com, you're going to have a mask customization tool which actually allows you to do your own mask. Now, how cool is that?
That's crazy. Now, what's amazing about this, you could do your own mask, but you see the mask in the game, the one that you made be in the game on your character.
Yeah, absolutely. So you make your own game mask, and then when you get the game, you upload your mask into the game, and then you see it as you're playing the game.
Yeah.
Whether it's multiplayer or single player, you see your mask in the game, yeah.
That is crazy right there. Like, who thought of that?
We all did.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought he was going to take the credit. I thought Joe was going to take the credit. No problem.
It's co-op.
Co-op. That's what I'm talking about. Teamwork. It's incredible, man. Now, let me tell you guys something about, like, graphically, the game stepped up. There's cutscenes in here where you want to see the meat, like, ripping off their skin. It is incredible. So, the detail, you guys put a lot into this engine. What's some of the new things you're doing this time around as opposed from the first time when you first released this IP?
Well, on the first one, I mean, we had a lot of comments that came our way about the graphics, you know, about the lighting system in the game. Okay. We really listened listened to what a lot of the fans of the franchise liked. On the second one, we took that to heart, and we added a lot of the new features to make the game a lot more prettier. To modernize the way the game looks. The mask, the detail on the characters. You said it, right?
Yes.
The sweat on the characters, the muscles. We really took a lot of effort to make the characters a little bit more approachable.
Okay.
So the first one you got these big, massive tank guys. On the second one, you feel like they're a little bit more human, a little bit more vulnerable. So less huge armor, but armor that feels a little bit more realistic to you, so that you see all the details on the character, on his face, right? So now you notice that on the second one, you see his face now.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, I was like,
exactly.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
But it's a good difference.
It is. Again, because we want the players to feel like these guys are human. They're not robots, right?
Okay.
They don't have their masks down. You don't know who they are. And there's Rios and Salem, but who is Rios and Salem, right?
Yeah.
On the second one, you get their masks up, and you get to see them talk and actually interact with each other, so that they form this bond between both characters that we might not necessarily have had on the first one.
Okay. Now, one thing about this game that sets apart from any other type of duo co-op game is the way you guys got special moves. Like the way your special moves, I never forget when you go back to back like this and you be shooting shit up. I was like, oh, when you do that, I was like, it's crazy. So what's some of the new techniques that you guys are using? Because I know the game is going to come at you guys in a different way, and I know it's going to be a bit more challenging second time around. So what do you guys have in store for the gamers to combat against how the enemies is going to come at you in terms of new tricks, new tips and tricks with the characters?
Well, the thing is that all the moves that we had from the first game, we've improved for the second game. So you still have the riot shield, the back-to-back, the alley-oop, right?
Yeah.
But the cool thing that I love is that now you can customize your weapon a lot more, and now you can pick up your enemy's weapons on the ground. We didn't have that on the first one, right?
You didn't? Oh my
exactly.
God.
So now, if an enemy drops his weapon, you can actually combine with your partner's weapon. Let's say you're running around and you have a sniper rifle, I have an assault rifle. All of a sudden, we want to switch. We can either customize by doing something super simple. You get next to your partner, and then you get the option to customize. Or you can pick up your enemy's weapon, and then just keep going. So the possibilities between your weapons and your partner's weapon is just endless if you think about it, right? Either you buy your weapon, or you can just pick it up on the ground. You get it temporarily so that you don't just abuse the weapons that you find on the ground, and then you can get that weapon if you like it, buy it from the weapon customization shop, and then that's it. You get it for the rest of the game. So
now I noticed the main gameplay tweak that I've noticed is how smooth it is on an analog stick when you're shooting. That's very important. I caught like 3 or 4 headshots, son, as soon as I picked up the game. And Army of 2 ain't released, so it's not like I play it every day. But it's really that good. So what's some of the techniques, technically, that you guys, did to make the shooting much more realistic and much more fun at the same time?
Fun. You said it, fun. Yeah. Right? Because, shooting is kind of straightforward to someone, right? You just point the gun and shoot. But we have a whole bunch of engineers that really, took it to heart to go in and figure out what works, what other games have done the shooting and the aiming well, and where we can kind of learn from these guys and make our aiming a little bit more satisfying. It's all about satisfaction, right?
Yes,
you got a headshot, and that was like, cool, I got a headshot. Cool. It's tough. It's tough to get it right, but after going through different iterations on the aiming, I think bottom line is we just played it enough to feel like, yeah, I think it's about there.
Okay.
And I think that now the player will be satisfied with the way it feels to shoot the gun. Every gun's different too, right?
Yes,
if you get a big gun, you get the
flamethrower is different too. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now check this out. In terms of the story, what's the direction are you going with Army of 2 40th Day? Why did you put the 40th day there? What's the juices, the main meat of the story going around the second time?
I'm gonna keep that as a prize.
He played me on that one, man. Oh, man.
Let's just say,
I thought he was going to give me something.
Let's just say all hell has broken loose, and you got to get the hell out of city.
Okay, all right. Now, I got to ask this. In part 1, you had a lot of epic battles. There was one battle that I remember. You was in this. It was in this building. It was like an office building or something like that, and it was all-out war. Are you guys going to have things like that, like times 10 in this game that we can look forward to?
No idea. If you like those kind of battles, I'm just going to tell you they're even more epic than you can imagine. Don't forget, everything is falling apart. There's all-out war right around you in downtown Shanghai.
Okay.
So just picture what can happen around you, right? You got buildings collapsing, you got explosions everywhere, you got enemies coming out from every corner, snipers, RPG guys, heavies, right? Remember the heavies?
Yes.
Which each one of them has a different way of getting killed, right? So all this combined, trust me, you're going to have some epic battles.
All right. Now, big shout out to my man Ree, because he's holding the camera right now. I know his arm is tired, but he looks nice in his jacket. He's good. He's good. We see you, Reed. No doubt. Now, check this out. I ain't finished yet. He's trying to run. He's trying to run. Now, one more question though. In terms of online, right? Everyone wants to get better online, but there's a lot of games, a lot of shooters online, and the latest one that came out that was a third person is Uncharted 2, and they have a phenomenal online. Now, you guys have a great online coming too, but it's different because it works in twos. Can you tell me about the online and how it separates itself from the competition?
Sure. We have a couple of online modes that we're going to offer, with our multiplayer system. A lot of it, you're right, is all about pushing co-op.